Okay, gonna make a short video here. I'll try to keep it short anyways. And it has to do with the YJ dashboard and the hinges. So something I found out by drilling out a couple of the hinges is that they have nuts on the back inside the dashboard, and they're going to just fall out if you're lucky enough to get them off. They're kind of gooped in there with some body caulking, but it's still, that's not going to help at all. Anyways, they're seized, as all the bolts were after 30 years, and so I ended up drilling these ones out as well. So that led me to needing to completely dismantle this dashboard here. And well, as you can see, the metal backing plate on here is it's got some rust issues on it from moisture and whatnot, especially around the vents there and stuff. I need to repaint that, so I need to take it off. In order to do that, I'm going to need to remove the steering wheel, which I'm in the process of trying to pull it off. I do have a puller here, but you know, still, yeah, it's stuck on there pretty good. It's the original Jeep steering wheel. Well, everything is factory original in here. The air conditioning, I'm going to go around to the other side here just a sec. Go for a little walk here. The air conditioning on this Jeep, if your Jeep has air conditioning, this one does, is, as you can see, it's not attached anymore. It's held on to the this metal bracket here. The air conditioning is held on with 4 self-tapping screws. So now, by removing all, and by the way, there's 1,000 screws, and they're all the same type of screw, except for those are sheet metal, self-tapping sheet metals on the underside of that rim that's there. You have to remove all the instruments. You have to pull the dash or the glove box out. And of course, somebody on YouTube has a video on how to get the glove box out. There is actually 2 screws right here and here, and you have to get at them from behind. I found it a lot easier to go this far with everything. I could get behind with the full-size screwdriver instead of using a little fancy little wrench with a Phillips bit on. And they're Phillips bits. I mean, everything is Phillips. You got to remove all those screws along the top of there. You know, there's just 1,000 screws, it seems like. But there you go. That's how you get it out. I've still yet to take the heater controls off. Whether I disconnect them at the control unit, or I disconnect them back in the heater box, like right here, I haven't decided yet. There's work I need to do under there anyways. I don't know why the fan doesn't work for the heater, so I'm going to have to test the resistors here. There's probably a resistor pack in there. Make sure that the switch is actually functioning. Maybe there's a fuse gone. All of this I can actually get to really easy. I'm going to clean it all up. I'm going to vacuum it really good. And yeah, there's a lot of junk falling down in there from the stuff that falls in behind the dashboard. So anyways, that's what I'm working on. And I would say if you're patient and you got a good Phillips screwdriver, you're not going to have a problem. Of course, I disconnect the ground wire on the battery. Don't want to short anything out. I'll just quickly show you here. These little screws right here. This is your typical dashboard screw. They're a Phillips with almost like a big washer head on them. There's just look at that whole bin full of them here. Just 1,000 of them. The Yeah. Anyway, yeah, lots. So, yeah. So I've been busy taking these all apart. These are some of the drilled out ones. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, okay. If anybody, I do on my blog, I've got more details about the dashboard, and I'll also have more of a story on, what I do here. I didn't plan on going this far, but hey, the window's not on here. The roof is it's rolled back. Let's just go for it. I'm going to be replacing the light bulbs in the dash and the instruments. Here's the instruments over here. These light bulbs can be replaced with nice LED ones. I've got some on order. The ones that light up backlight, they're blue. They were blue from the factory. Anyways, yeah, you can see they're blue. So replacing with blue LEDs, and then the smaller ones here, they're all clear. So they'll be just white lights, and that's for well, that's for indicator lights, like the turn signals and the high temperature, things like that, right? Check engine light. We always want that, right? So that's the way we'll be doing that. I'm also having troubles with those gauges anyways. So either the sending unit is gone for the temperature and the fuel, which I think is kind of typical. And I don't think so my temperature and my fuel don't work. I believe my ammeter works for voltage, but the oil pressure one, so oil pressure and temperature and the fuel, I got to trace those out there and find out what's wrong. Everything else works though. Thanks.